Hey everybody, this is Bill Colodi out at Miles Park, one of the community gardens, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing with tomatoes this year. I've been doing this about 5 years. Every year I think I get a little bit better, and Mother Nature throws me another curve. So what you're looking at here is these tomatoes, even though I know better, I was shopping at Rural King back around April the 15th and got real excited to find some plants and just had to get them in the ground. So I put these in the ground around April the 18th. Well, if you remember, we got snow within about 4 days of that. So I was out here Wednesday of that week, right prior to the snowfall, and I pulled them all up and took them home with me, kept them in the garage, put them out in the sun, and kept them out of the ground here until May 1st, right around Derby. And I replanted these essentially on Derby Day, and you can see that they have just really been damaged by the bringing them in, bringing them out, trying to get a jump on things, as well as just the cool nighttime temperatures. The soil's pretty warm. The soil's showing it's about 70 degrees right now, but as we know, it's getting down well into the 40s at night, probably a little cooler out here, and it's a problem. The plants' colors look bad, and they're just not growing. They're just sitting here, and that's certainly not what you want with your tomato plants. So my plan here with this set of tomatoes is to take and give it a couple more weeks. I don't think we're going to get them any improvement, but give it a couple more weeks and essentially probably pull these up and replant, because you know the planting season, so many things can go wrong, and I need to start off as best I can. And I think the best way to start out is with the most healthy plant, the best conditions, and I don't have that here. But there's no sense in hurrying because the temperatures are not right yet. So I'm not in any hurry to pull them up. What I will do is probably around Memorial Day, I'll have another set of plants ready to go in here, and we'll pull these up and start over again. And I have another plot across the way that's a little bit ahead of schedule, so that way I'll have plants probably mid-July, well into September, and they'll be spaced probably 3 to 4 weeks apart. So we'll see how it works out. You kind of live and learn.
Yeah. So are there any markers that you're looking for in the air temperature and then also in the soil temperature as you start thinking about replanting?
Well, the soil temperature right now, as I said, as I sit here now, it's 70. I'll get out here in the morning and check to see what it gets down to overnight. But I think our biggest challenge right now is the air temperature getting into the 40s, even the low 40s. The optimal temperature for tomatoes at night is 58 degrees. So until I'm consistently seeing 58 degree nighttime temperatures, there's no sense to get out here and replant in any hurry, because I'm going to be right back where I started from. And while I love planting tomatoes, I like to get it done right the first time. Look at the other plot over there, and you'll see that I put those in the same time I replanted these. I put those in at the same time. Difference being these have been in and out. So I'm going to look for them to close the gap with what's going on over there between now and then. And I've been down this road before. Last year we had, the real freeze almost to the day. And I know what happens. You can be patient. But once they're damaged and once they suffer, they just don't come back the way they should. And like I said, I want to put everything in my advantage early on, and know next year yet again, until we're at 58 degrees consistently at night and the soil temperatures probably into the 70s. There's no sense rushing because you're not going to get ahead of the curve at all. So now we're over at my other plot. We're probably, 300 yards from the first plot, so it's pretty close. And these plants were planted the exact same time the other ones were, but you see these plants are nowhere near as anemic. Same variety, got them from the same source. The only difference is that these were not planted, unplanted, and replanted. And these as well are not looking where I would like them to be, but they are doing much better. They've been in, at this point, not quite 2 weeks, and I would expect them to be a little bit taller. I would expect the color to be a little bit deeper, but we've got some brown tinge in some of these. But these will make it. I don't have any question about these plants. I feel good about this crop over here, and if everything goes according to plan, as I said, we'll be about 4 weeks ahead of what I'm going to probably ultimately end up planting across the other field where we were just at. So this is good. Again, would have been better had I waited probably until at least mid to late May to even put this set in, but I think these will survive, unlike the others, and we'll go from there. And I'm looking forward to a lot of tomatoes.